guys.
Welcome back to our channel.
Yes, I go by the name of Undondo Elihle.
And I'm Tabi. Welcome back to our channel and happy Valentine's. Isn't it crazy that we always want love? We always want to spend it with someone.
Yes.
We always want to be all bait up. We always want, this romantic setting. But it's so crazy. For the longest time, I was chasing something that I didn't have.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
I just didn't have love for myself. Now, looking back, how I define love, respect. I definitely didn't respect myself. I'd talk to myself anyhow. Do you know what? I just wouldn't speak up when I feel uncomfortable about certain things.
Yeah.
I wouldn't allow myself to be myself. You always feel like you're being taken advantage of. And you're being taken advantage of, guys, because you allowed yourself to be taken advantage of. Especially when you're an adult and you know what you're doing. And if you're an adult and you're always complaining that people are taking advantage of you, you need to look at your self-love.
We must always remember that people get the leadership from us. You show people how to treat you. So if people see that, this one, she doesn't mind, you can do this.
And it's so crazy. I think what it's trying to say is, it's trying to say to the universe that you attract what you already are.
Exactly.
So if you're looking for this perfect love, but you're this person that doesn't respect yourself, you're this person that doesn't love yourself, good luck. And I wish I knew this. It's so crazy. I was the lover, I'd give you attention, I'd give you love, whatever. But it's so crazy that it just never came back. And now looking back, it's I don't even think it was love. I think it was neediness. I was trying to fill up some sort of void. But now what I see is that the universe can't give you, or God can't give you what you not already are.
Exactly.
So I was this person that didn't love myself and I was looking for love. And it's so crazy. But when you love yourself, it's your cup is overflowing over to the next person. Now it's I love myself enough to also love you.
The next person,
to also love the next person. I didn't always know that I didn't love myself. Do you know what I mean?
No.
So what were signs when you look back in your journey that were oh no, this is I don't love myself?
Yeah, exactly. Even with me, when I first learned about self-love, I'm why won't you love yourself? Everyone loves themselves. I mean, how? I'm the first person in the list. I love myself, man. That's not how you act. That's not how, you respond to things around you, to people around you. You don't treat yourself the way you say you should be treated, or the way you believe you should be treated. So that's why there's a misunderstanding there. So we're gonna cover 3 signs that you might lack self-love. So the first thing is being needy. Clinging on those people that are not good for you. They're toxic.
It's so crazy. 90% of the failed relationships I look at that were like that, it's I was the one that was doing more. I was the one that was needy. And I think I was needy because I was afraid of being alone. I just attract all these people.
Exactly.
That are not good for me. Yeah,
exactly. You work so hard. You work so hard for all those relationships. And at the end of the day, you even find out that they are not even good for you. The people that you are busy following around, you go from top to bottom. That was me, Nam. You birthday, you don't miss. Event, you don't miss.
Even mother's
calling,
birthday,
you don't miss.
Father's...
everything. Don't mighty jump, you jump. Mighty sideways, you do it.
And you just don't understand why they're treating you so
exactly. And you don't really understand. And you keep on making excuses that no one is perfect.
No one is perfect. It's true. No one is perfect. But
it's true.
The people are not supposed to be douchebags as well.
Exactly. But don't, treat me somehow because now.
So the first sign is being needy.
Being needy, Being
and I think it takes a lot to look at yourself and be am I needy?
Am I needy?
And the first sign of being needy is when you make a lot of excuses for people.
Exactly.
Call things for what they are. If this person is not respecting your time, and it's small things, they're just not gonna respect your time. They're gonna show up. I remember I had this date and they just wouldn't show up on time. They didn't show up an hour late, 2 hours late. Do you know what I mean? I made the effort to be on time.
Exactly.
And it's you just come anytime and they'll be oh, sorry, I was so caught up. Every day when I'm caught up and I'm always on time. And I would always make excuses Shem, he was busy.
No,
Shem, he doesn't respect you. And you're making excuses now, you're needy. You don't want to call things for what they are. Because maybe if I even told him that, like, I don't like the fact that you're always late, do you know?
Yeah. You were supposed to communicate that.
But, besides, I was even afraid. It got to a point where I didn't mind because I was very needy. Yeah.
No,
I think same thing with friendships as well.
Yeah.
Friends will just say anything. And I'll be like, but you know her, like,
Yama's man, she's just being silly.
Yeah.
She's just being label.
Yeah. And you just make, so I think the first step of being needy is like, ask yourself, are you making excuses for people around you? Are you this person that avoids confrontation or conflict because you don't want to be alone? I think that's the underlying thing with being needy. Yeah. It's like, the underlying thing is, I don't want to be alone because I don't know how to entertain or love myself when I'm alone. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you don't want to be alone because you don't know how to be at home with yourself.
Yeah.
I couldn't be at home with myself. So you're gonna do anything and everything to protect relationships that are even very
safe,
toxic for you.
You go beyond the sea.
The second thing I'd go through when I was like within a period of not loving myself was lack of assertiveness. Like I'd go around and tiptoe around people.
Cutting corners.
It's just that thing. I don't know. Like, I think it's one of the things where you feel like also you're not enough to say no.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like when,
besides
like when you know a particular thing is important to someone and you have to kind of make it, I think that's different. I would literally avoid confrontations and conflicts at my expense.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like when I feel uncomfortable, I won't say it because I'm afraid of confrontation and conflict. Like I was afraid of saying no. I was that person that I was sensitive for people, not for myself.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Like it's like, man, it's fine. Like, my no wasn't strong. Like I didn't have a strong no.
No and phone.
Yeah, like yeah, that would be nice. You see the promise. Oh my gosh, can I tell you what?
Excuse.
Besides excuse, can I even tell you? Excuse is even better. I'd even go to a point of lying.
Yeah. Excuse na leo. Even if it's lying, but you're both.
Yeah, like so I was that person. Like lack of assertiveness. Like you don't understand your ground as a person. If someone is disrespecting your opinion, you're just like, yeah, man, I guess let bargains be bargains. Especially if it's a person that matters to you and it's a person that means a lot to you. I'd never like address
that's around your circle.
I'd never address it. But no, man, I don't like what you're saying. And what I found is lack of assertiveness goes hand in hand with lack of confidence and lack of self-esteem.
Yeah, very well.
When you don't believe in yourself and you don't think very highly of yourself, you tend to kind of
keep yourself down.
Yeah, you're just afraid of standing your ground.
Yeah, exactly.
I was that person. I liked confidence in myself. I liked self-esteem. That's what it means. Like when you can't stand your ground, when you know can't be a no, like when you can't set boundaries that, no man, what you just did, I don't know, maybe you didn't mean it, maybe you did, it just made me feel uncomfortable.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, I didn't like it. And I didn't know that confrontation doesn't always have to result to a fight, especially if it's two matured adults.
Exactly.
It doesn't have to it's just like I didn't like what you said, and if they didn't think that they were doing that, it's gonna be like, oh no, I didn't see it like that, or I didn't. Then we go back and forth and then we sort it.
Yeah.
Do you know? Yeah. But I'd run away from conflict, and to me it's like, man, let me not make things difficult.
Yeah,
it's fine.
I'm trying to kuluma.
Yeah, I'm trying to kuluma. There's kulumi side.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying do that with everyone, but especially with people who matter.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. It's very important. And then for me also, it was poor communication. I didn't know how to communicate with people around me, and those are part of the things that part of the signs that say, look, red flag, self-love, there's a problem there. So communication comes with a lot of things. You can't express yourself. You can't say you like what's happening or you don't like what's happening. Like if you can't communicate, you literally just there. People don't know when they are hurting you.
You
just don't think you are important enough to say out that, look, I like things like this. I don't like things like that.
You don't think your opinion matters.
Exactly. You think it doesn't matter. You know, it's whatever, man. You know, let me stop exactly what you were saying. Let me stop being difficult. You know, let me stop being, you know, maybe she didn't mean it that way. You make excuses. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Or even worse, you even build up all that anger inside.
Exactly.
That passive aggressiveness.
Yes, you do. A couple of questions, guys, that you need to ask yourself when you're developing self-love. How do I like to be loved? You know, what does love mean to me? You know, first, number one.
I had to ask that question, but I even had to go deeper. Like, what does love mean to me? What are the top 3 things that I would do if I loved someone?
If I loved someone, it's always better to see it from that perspective, because we find it easy to love people, but we find it very hard to love ourselves. Yes, it's the same thing with forgiving. It's the same thing. It's just comes easier with the next person than with ourselves. So you're right. When you look at it, when you do the reverse and be like, if I loved this person,
how would I express it?
Yeah.
Like, what would
I
3
do,
you
you know?
And I would like, what would the top 3
things?
Would I be supportive?
Would I be supportive?
Would I be respectful? You know, would I make promises and keep them? I would like also break promises with myself all the time. Yes. All in the name of making another person happy. You know, you said to yourself, I'm quitting sugar this month, but you go see a friend and they have all these donuts and you're like, I made all these donuts. Man, that's easy. Whatever, it's once in a while. So you just broke your own promise.
Exactly. We find it easy honoring other people than ourselves. If the friend said, please come to my party, you find it very easy to go.
Please come to my graduation. That would be snap. My friend is in town and she didn't make it for my important
party.
event.
Exactly.
I'm getting married and she didn't make it. And that's supposed to be my best friend.
Exactly.
We would be offended, but like, I just realized that I'm just breaking so many promises to myself.
Yes.
Like, I say to myself,
but then we say to ourselves all the time, like, okay, I'm gonna start this. This is my dream. You know, let me start doing this. Let me start doing that.
And you're gonna go. You're gonna go behind your own back and then break it.
And it's so crazy. I've once heard a person say to a friend of hers, like, they were making a promise to themselves. And they were like, I want to start doing something. You know, I don't know if it was going to the gym or something like that. And the friend was like, don't worry, friend, you won't do it. What does that say? Yeah, don't worry, you won't do it. So what does it say?
That's the reputation.
Back to what we were saying, that people learn from you. People see those things, guys. If you said to yourself, I want to start A, B, and C, they do see it that you didn't do it. And they know that, umuntu okhuluma kuphela loyana, zero dololo action. They do know.
And as a result, they start not taking you serious.
Exactly.
Because you don't take yourself serious.
They'll start saying, can't do anything. What are you doing? Why can't you come for my party? Like, what are you doing? The more you are disappointing yourself, you think, when I'm just making my friend happy. She's saying to herself, this one. She likes to fool herself. So she said she's not going to eat sugar, but now I've got donuts and she eating it. She lied. And one day they'll reference that thing for you and be like, no, don't lie and say you don't eat sugar. You were in my house last week and you ate sugar. What are you saying? Guys, it's very important to define, what does love mean to you? We find it easy to love other people. We find it easy to forgive people. We find it easy to be nice to people, but we can't do that for ourselves. So hence, you need to be like, okay, if I were to love this particular person, how would I do it? Then vice versa, that's what I want for myself.
If you can establish that among yourself, okay, like let's say if I love myself, I'd be a person that would keep promises to myself. Let's say you're like, okay, every day I'm at the gym. Okay, I'm a bit late sometimes, you know, but every day 7 p.m. or 6 p.m. I'm at the gym. That's like an act of self-love, but because you keep doing it, you like automatically book yourself out of other people's schedules.
Yeah,
because they kind of know it's gonna be like, no, she's not available.
No, she's not available. She definitely can't make it.
You even automatically book yourself out.
Yeah.
Like, you book yourself out.
Yes.
People, they respect you.
Yes.
But it's also because you are very firm at respecting yourself. It kind of creates a pattern in your life where it's people who are respecting you that are coming into your life, and those who don't.
Yeah.
Grab a Caesar.
And then another one.
Cut! So, what are the steps that you can do to start loving yourself more? Actionable steps that you can start loving yourself. And the first thing is to be mindful. What I was talking to you about right now.
Yeah.
That, like, be mindful about what you think. And I'll always be like, you see, in my experience, what I've realized is all these things, like if you want love, it's such a selfish thing. Because if you can get to a point where you love yourself, you're going to radiate it in such a way that you attract people who even love themselves, who by default also love you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's a very selfish thing. So if I love myself, there's no way my life will not even accommodate someone who doesn't love me. Because I don't tolerate, if I'm thinking like a negative thought, like if I'm, if something is taking a while to pick up that I've been working on and I've been putting my heart on, instead of saying, it does happen, you start saying to yourself, fuck, did I make a mistake? Fuck, I'm such a loser. Fuck, what did I do? But you quickly stop yourself and you don't tolerate that from yourself. It will be very difficult to allow someone else from outside to start saying those things.
Exactly.
To you.
It's true.
Yeah, it will be very difficult for you to tolerate.
It's the same thing I was saying, that you're teaching people how to treat you.
So, but it also, with this point, it's like, it starts with you. It starts being selfish. Like, you need to be mindful about what you say about yourself to you. What are you saying to yourself? To yourself. What are you thinking about yourself? Like, every time you make a mistake, are you beating yourself up about it? You're not forgiving. Like, you're just, cruel to yourself. And then
the next point, guys, is setting boundaries. From how people talk to you.
And I always like to go like to you first. Set boundaries for yourself. So remember, we did that moment where you were discovering maybe the top 3 ways of how you'd like to be loved. Okay, it says respect and compassion. Set boundaries for yourself. Like when you start beating yourself up about stuff, you're breaking your own boundary. Be sure to set boundaries with yourself first. Then, if you can set boundaries with yourself first and work hard to honor those boundaries with yourself, then start setting boundaries with other people. That, okay, I won't tolerate this from myself.
And you know what the crazy thing is?
And I won't tolerate it
by
from
the
you.
time you are even setting boundaries for other people, you won't have to work that hard, because
they already
seen the
adjusted.
example. The example would say, hey, this girl, there are people, hey, this one,
because it's
I must mind my words. I must mind,
because it's so crazy. I actually used to date this guy that used to gym a lot. He was one of those gymaholics, eat healthy, what. And it's so crazy because I kind of adjusted. Like whenever it was dates or like whatever, I'd never suggest pizza.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'd never, like it was such an automatic thing. And I wasn't at that point in my life where I was fitness.
Yeah.
I was still eating, junk. I didn't think, my body, my metabolism was still on point. So I was like, I could eat anything I want. But it's so crazy because I don't know what happened. He's one of the people that actually influenced me without telling me. He influenced me to be healthy.
Wow.
Yeah, he actually influenced me to. I started going to the gym. But it's like, because he respected himself that much, it's 2 things. It's either I join him or I respect his decisions. But I just couldn't get myself to maybe suggest pizza or suggest, because he was very serious.
He
honored his boundary.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't work that hard. That people will just see you with, this one, nice. Must mind. And the last one, guys, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself, guys. I know it's so easy for us to love, to feel compassion for other people and forgive them and give them so many chances, but we're so hard on ourselves. Many times.
We don't forgive ourselves.
Yes, you did a mistake. Hey, learn from it and move on. You're still alive. Thank God for that. And you can, learn from that mistake and, do something better, you know. So yeah, guys, you stop being so hard on yourself.
Forgiveness is actually a sign of self-love as well.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
definitely it is. So, and you can tell when you haven't forgiven yourself, because you'll always be like, it's those things of, I should have done that better. I should have done this. I shouldn't have done that. You know, always regretting your life, and that's the past, and that's the thing. We can't even fix the past. The past is over. We can't get it back. You know, yesterday you can't get it back. You know, you're living in the now right now, and you need to try and forgive yourself. Just the way you're forgiving the other people, just the way you gave that friend, just the way you forgave that boyfriend, that person. Do it for yourself.
Forgive yourself
for yourself. Also, forgive
yourself. You also
yourself.
deserve your own forgiveness.
Yes.
So guys, those are our tips on how to love yourself better. Because remember, the more you love yourself better, the more you can attract someone who's going to reflect that love to yourself. But you can't attract what you're not. You're not gonna get it. Like, I think this was like, God was just trying to give me this message so much, and I just kept on missing it and I'd always attract, and you know, I hear like people all the time like, oh my gosh, me, I always attract losers, I always attract this guy who just doesn't take me serious, this person who just takes advantage of my... It's because you are doing it to yourself. Look, what are you doing to yourself? First, fix the relationship with yourself. Then you are able. Yes, because what I believe, every relationship you have with the outside world and people outside are a direct reflection of your relationship with yourself.
Exactly.
Because if people are taking advantage of you, you are allowing it. If people are disrespecting you, you are allowing it. And you're allowing it because you're also doing it to yourself. You've become part and parcel to that treatment.
It's so
true. Yeah, guys, love yourself. I promise you, you'll be better. You'll go to Hawaii. You'll be treated like a queen, just as long as you treat yourself like a queen.
Yeah.
If you love this vlog, please subscribe, please like, please comment,
and see you next time on our next vlog. Bye. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, and continue to becoming the best version of yourself.
Yes. Amen. Bye.
Bye.